Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today, we're diving into Unit X, How the Pentagon's Band of Tech Pirates Forged America's Silicon Arsenal, a compelling account by Raj Shah and Christopher Kirchhoff of their time leading the Defense Innovation Unit, DIU, a Silicon Valley outpost of the Pentagon. This book isn't just a story about technology. It's a narrative about bridging the gap between two seemingly disparate worlds, the fast-paced, innovative realm of Silicon Valley and the often slow-moving bureaucratic behemoth that is the Department of Defense. It's a story of clashing cultures, bureaucratic battles, and ultimately the transformative power of technology in modern warfare. Our story begins with Raj Shah, an Air Force captain piloting an F-16 along the Iraq-Iran border in 2006. He found himself relying on a $300 handheld device for navigation because the multi-million-dollar jet system was outdated. This sparked his realization of the widening gap between Silicon Valley and the defense industry. Fast forward to 2016, and Shah, now a civilian, finds the military even further behind, still using antiquated technology while the world outside embraced self-driving cars, virtual reality, and AI-powered assistants. This is where DIU enters the picture. Shah and Kirchhoff, a tech-savvy national security expert, are tasked with leading this experimental unit, essentially hacking the Pentagon and infusing it with Silicon Valley DNA. Their mission? To bring commercial technology, developed by startups, to the U.S. military. The book emphasizes how the U.S. military was falling behind rivals like China, who were rapidly adopting cutting-edge technologies like AI, autonomy, and advanced surveillance. This lag made the U.S. vulnerable and raised serious concerns about its ability to win future wars. The book explains that a key reason for this technological gap was the disconnect between Silicon Valley and the Pentagon. The two had stopped talking. The Pentagon, comfortable with established defense contractors, missed out on the tech boom, while Silicon Valley startups were reluctant to navigate the Pentagon's complex bureaucracy and often lengthy contracting processes. Many in Silicon Valley also harbored moral objections to developing technology for warfare. Ash Carter, then Secretary of Defense, recognized this critical vulnerability and made overtures to Silicon Valley. His efforts to bridge the divide included a symbolic speech at Stanford, where he acknowledged past grievances and emphasized the need for collaboration. This led to the establishment of DIU at Moffett Field, a symbolic location near Google's headquarters. Shah and Kirchhoff initially hesitated to take the DIU helm. The unit's first iteration had floundered, failing to gain traction in Silicon Valley. However, they agreed to lead DIU 2.0 after negotiating unprecedented authorities, including direct reporting to the Secretary of Defense and the ability to waive impeding regulations. This authority was crucial for navigating the Pentagon's bureaucratic maze. Carter's personal visit to Silicon Valley to relaunch DIU demonstrated his commitment and gave the unit much-needed credibility. Despite this initial boost, DIU faced immediate challenges. Their budget was unexpectedly zeroed out by congressional staffers due to perceived favoritism towards California and past grievances. This forced Shah and Kirchhoff into immediate damage control, maneuvering through the complex world of congressional appropriations and highlighting the importance of engaging startups wherever they are located. They ultimately secured support from key figures like Congressman Mac Thornberry, who recognized the importance of DIU's mission. Another early hurdle involved navigating the Pentagon's cumbersome contracting process. Lauren Daly, a DIU acquisition manager, discovered a legal provision, the Other Transactions Authority, that allowed the unit to bypass traditional contracting methods and move at Silicon Valley speed. This hack would later enable the Pentagon to buy billions of dollars worth of technology from startups. One of DIU's early successes was the Gonculator project. At the Combined Air Operations Center in Qatar, airmen were using whiteboards and Excel spreadsheets to schedule mid-air refueling, a critical and complex task. DIU developed a software application that automated this process, saving millions of dollars and improving efficiency. This project showcased DIU's ability to deliver rapid, impactful solutions and helped gain support from key military figures like General Jeffrey Haragian. However, even with demonstrable success, DIU faced resistance from within the military. The program manager for the existing CAOC technology overhaul, threatened by DIU's success, tried to shut down the project. This highlighted the internal resistance to change and the challenges of disrupting established programs. DIU eventually won support from Senator John McCain, who intervened to ensure the Tanker app remained in use. This episode evolved into the creation of Kessel Run, a successful Air Force software development unit, demonstrating the ripple effect of DIU's influence. The book then shifts to a high-stakes classified project involving North Korea's nuclear missile program. DIU was tasked with finding technology to track North Korean missiles before launch. They identified Capella Space, a startup developing miniaturized synthetic aperture radar satellites, a technology that could see through clouds and provide crucial intelligence. This project faced significant opposition from within the intelligence community, who favored established, albeit slower and more expensive, satellite programs. Despite initial approval from top Pentagon officials, funding was delayed, and a stop work order was eventually issued to Capella. This setback damaged DIU's reputation in Silicon Valley and underscored the challenges of navigating internal politics and competing interests. By the end of 2017, DIU had achieved significant milestones, awarding numerous contracts and driving billions in venture capital investment in its portfolio companies. These companies worked on cutting-edge technologies like AI, autonomy, human systems, and space. The unit also began to influence the wider DoD, inspiring the creation of similar innovation units within other branches of the military. However, the internal resistance to DIU persisted, exemplified by the Project Maven controversy. This project, involving AI-powered analysis of drone footage, faced backlash from Google employees who objected to working with the military. Google ultimately pulled out of the project. While Google's withdrawal was a setback, it sparked important conversations about ethics in AI and defense, and spurred the development of AI principles within the DoD. It also demonstrated the challenges of aligning the values of Silicon Valley with the needs of national security. Secretary of Defense James Mattis's visit to DIU in 2017 was a pivotal moment. He expressed strong support for the unit and dropped the X from its name, signifying its transition from an experiment to a permanent entity. Mattis was particularly impressed by Rogue Squadron, a DIU team focused on drone technology, especially their work on securing Chinese-made DJI drones, which were widely used by U.S. troops despite security concerns. This highlighted the importance of pragmatic solutions and the need to adapt to the realities of the battlefield. The book also covers successful startups nurtured by DIU, including Saildrone, which developed autonomous sailboats for ocean surveillance, and Joby Aviation, which created a revolutionary electric flying car with both commercial and military applications. These companies demonstrated the potential of dual-use technologies. In a parallel narrative, the book details the growing concern in Washington about China's technological advancements, particularly in AI. This concern led to the formation of the National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence, chaired by Eric Schmidt. The commission's work highlighted the urgent need for a national AI strategy and spurred significant policy changes, including the CHIPS Act, which aimed to boost domestic semiconductor production. This emphasized the strategic importance of technology in great power competition. Meanwhile, venture capital began to flow into the defense tech sector, driven in part by successful lawsuits by Peter Thiel-backed companies like SpaceX and Palantir. These lawsuits challenged the established defense industry and opened up opportunities for startups. Raj Shah, recognizing this shift, left DIU and founded Shield Capital, a venture capital firm focused on national security. This highlighted the growing intersection of venture capital, technology, and national defense. The war in Ukraine became a real-world test case for many of the technologies and strategies discussed in the book. Commercial technologies like drones, satellites, and AI played a significant role in the conflict. Ukrainian citizens used smartphone apps to report enemy movements, and small, agile startups provided crucial support. This conflict underscored the importance of commercial technology in modern warfare and highlighted the need for the DoD to adapt its acquisition processes to leverage these capabilities more effectively. The book concludes with reflections on the legacy of Ash Carter and the ongoing challenges of defense innovation. It emphasizes the need for sustained leadership, bipartisan support, and a cultural shift within the DoD to fully embrace the transformative power of technology. It also makes clear that there are many ways to support the U.S. military beyond serving in the armed forces, and that the best way to deter war is to be prepared. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.